we are. Yes, we are in the branded saloon. And we got PuMA PeRL to come to Brooklyn today.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. So how do you like it?
I was actually born not too far from here.
Oh, really?
On Washington Avenue.
Okay.
And I've been out of Brooklyn a long time. But I took a really nice ride down Vanderbilt because I'm like you. I don't have a GPS.
Right.
Yeah, I do things like, you want to go to Florida? I-95 and turn left.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So when you do shit like that, you kind of
yeah.
get around.
And you see things,
and you
right?
see things,
Because
exactly.
you're like focused on finding your place, so you really actually pay attention. You're not an automatic pilot.
Yeah, although I do have some blind spots. Like, there are just different areas of the city that are my personal Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. I know.
I just can't get at it. But
Yeah.
other than that,
But you found it.
I did.
And you're here. So do you frequent Brooklyn, or you don't come very often?
I love Coney Island.
Oh,
It's like really close
have you
to my
seen
heart.
it since?
They're going to take
I
a long
know.
time to recover.
Yeah,
Yes.
that whole shoreline.
A really long time, and people really don't know that there's still no power there.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. Doesn't seem to be general information.
And I don't think it's the only place that still has
No,
power.
Red Hook too, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of these basements got flooded, and that's where the broiler was.
The generators,
and
too.
they got to
yes.
bring in a whole new broiler and to get heat in the place, or new hot water.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
mess. But let's talk about PuMA PeRL, because we're all drowning in Sandy, literally.
Yeah, I know. But we're all doing a benefit together.
Yes, we are.
Yes,
We
yes.
are. And our bar, I love our bar.
Me too.
It's so sexy.
It is, right?
It is. It's like the
Yeah.
sexiest menu. It is.
Okay.
It really is.
Yeah, it's
And
hot.
they're nice.
Yeah.
And they're, it's a cool stage.
Yeah, and there's poles. There's poles.
Yeah, there-
all over the
I
place. They
wanna
get, like,
be
really
able to-
sexy. Yeah.
Thanks for warning me.
For pole
Yeah.
dancing.
Yeah, you gotta work
Yeah.
on
Oh, you'll be fine. They'll set you
I'll
up.
have a blast there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you will. Johnny,
I'll meet some new friends.
you will. You will. That you always do.
Well, when I was doing my Ruby True project, the Ruby True is the name of my last chapbook, which actually it's here.
Let's see.
And I had this little project I was doing. It started out as Hot Chicks Read Ruby, so I was taking photos of like hot girls like reading the book like all over the place. And then I made all the guys honorary hot chicks, so and then I dropped. Then I had topless rubies too.
Wow.
And then I got bored and I dropped the whole thing. But at our bar one time, Kip had done something, and some friend, it was like a benefit for HIV, and there was this blonde girl there that somehow I got her to pole dance with the book.
Wow.
And then she decided to teach me the tango, and those are the kind of things that happen at our bar.
That's so cool. Wow.
Yeah.
So that might look forward to that.
Yeah.
Do you know how to tango?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but I haven't done that scent of a woman moment yet. You know.
Yeah.
Well, you're
But I
still
love the
young.
movie.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you mean,
Al Pacino.
Yeah, he does that scene.
Yeah.
oh, and
Yeah.
then of course I'm
Yeah.
thinking Marlon Brando.
Oh.
Isn't that a tango?
Now
one?
I'm thinking butter.
Right. Wait, what's the Marlon Brando one?
Last Tango in
Yeah,
Paris.
that's the one I'm
Oh, Last
thinking.
Tango.
You don't remember the butter?
Yeah.
That was quite a tango.
That was
Yeah.
such a tango.
Yeah.
She was like 12, right?
Yeah, or like that. Yeah. But it was Marlon Brando. So.
Exactly. So, you have a book. You travel a lot now doing readings, and it's like amazing.
No, I did get to go to California twice recently.
That's
Yeah,
pretty amazing.
But if someone will pay me, I'll go anywhere.
Oh, don't
Yeah,
wait.
but they
That's
don't,
hard.
so yeah.
Yeah.
What's the book about?
Oh, well, the last I have
She's a
three.
poet.
I have 3 books.
Maybe she'll read one now, and you'll
Yeah,
get
I
an
can
idea.
read one. You want to read one from there?
totally.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, this one, just to let you know, this one is very narrative. It's really like 29 poems that make up a story. So it's
Okay.
got a central character and that stuff. Give me a second.
So this is more of a storyline book.
Yeah.
It's
well,
not just individual poems.
2 of them are, and I'm really working more on stories now than poems
Okay.
anyway. But then I look at a poster of John Sinclair, and he says, "Poetry is revolution."
I
And I
agree.
think, yeah. And I think about like that being a poet is like kind of really cool.
It is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of political statements in the old days were made through poems.
Yes.
All the king's horses, all the king's men, and the blackbirds in a pie, and all those things.
Everything is subliminal.
That's-
Even the
that's very
Flintstones
true,
were
yeah.
like that. They had all those underlying things that you didn't catch for kids, but kids start reciting it over and over, and it's like, really subliminal for the grown-ups. But was it like code, are you saying? Like,
just hidden code, yes.
yeah, it was codes, right? That's
yes.
what I heard that once before.
Yes.
That they were codes.
To spread the word about certain political issues.
Yeah.
I think every type of movement had its codes.
Yeah. I love that.
Like writing on cave walls.
So what should we do? Should we make a code today for something?
You want to make a code?
Yes,
okay.
I want to. I want to make a fast food code. Maybe fast food could be the code for shut the fuck up, everyone who's raising hell and doing the wrong thing, you know? Like, do the right thing.
Eat fast food.
Well, the fast food is laced with the LSD, right? And that is going to be the cure for world peace.
I think I'm starting to peak.
I think we are just off
And I
tangents.
didn't know it was the anniversary of, what was it, the day acid was synthesized by Alfred?
Yeah, by Alfred Hoffman.
On Fast Food Day, so there's got to be a code in there.
You're a very good who, you know, he came really prepared.
He always does.
Yeah,
I tried.
Yeah, you're an excellent who.
Aw, Johnny Young. That's why he's a repeat offender.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let's hear you. Yeah.
Hey, read me some poetry. Make your offer you can't refuse.
Yeah.
Okay.
PuMA PeRL.
Here's a poem. It's called Grace and Madness. Do you believe in grace and madness? I am awed by motorcycles, scared of trucks. I can't shoot pool and I wish my face hadn't changed. Maybe it was my father's unexpected high-pitched laugh or my mother's borderline ways. I rocked myself to sleep with dolls and cookies. Last night it was Romeo Void and sex toys. Never say never. I'd be lying if I said it really didn't matter, and I'm so sorry I didn't take better care of you. Fear thrills me, awe fills me. The blind dream in stereophonic sound, and we were all underwater, waiting for grace, living in madness. Sometimes I can't believe that I breathe.
Wow.
Nice.
Thank you.
I like to put that to music.
I would love that. I've been doing like more and more stuff with musicians. It was like it's been so organic the way it happened, and at the Tukasa.
Yeah.
And you both sponsored it. You went to sponsor it at the
Mario.
There.
Give it up to Mario.
Yeah.
That was a great night at Power Electric.
It was, but I think you had left before I did that thing with the band at the end. I'm not sure if you were still there.
Oh, I was in the back room. I was still there.
Happened. It was just you know
with Joff and my bass player Donald.
Yes,
no, I was there. I left with Donald. I was there.
Oh, we all left together.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You were eating too much of this fast food.
Yeah, too much fast food.
You mean Frank's birthday that night?
No, it was Tuesday at Bowery Electric. It was another Sandy.
It was another recovery.
That's great.
November 13th. It was a great night. There's footage up. rew-who did some back room interviews.
Yeah, but this one, I just received a photograph. This was one of those moments that was probably one of like the best moments
it was awesome.
I've ever had, and there were very few people left, and it's not on film. But Jop and I worked together before, but this particular night he threw a band together because
right there, Val
just threw it together.
Donald,
the drummer from Validation.
Yes.
And I forgot who, and they said, "Well, you get up and you do two poems," and after that, Jop and I looked at each other and said, I think we got it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
it sounded
amazing.
amazing.
I think we just got it.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Awesome.
It was so cool. So your next thing is with us, Arvar, or do you have
I
anything
think
in
there's some
between?
stuff in between.
Yeah, what do you got?
Well, I got a straight-up poetry feature Sunday afternoon, November 25th, from 4 to 6 at Jujamati Tea Lounge, which is at 211 East 4th Street. And I think, actually, Joff might do it with me.
Nice.
And then
so say that again, because that word is kind of like a little confusing.
Jujamati.
And what kind of tea do they have? Latte tea?
They have every kind of tea you can imagine.
And it's fourth between what and what?
A and B.
Yeah.
211 East 4th. And it's this really nice atmosphere, like warm colors and paintings. And it's a spoken word thing with no mic or anything. It's like a very intimate
I love that.
thing.
And I love tea.
Yeah.
I do. I love tea.
Your $5 admission, you get a pot of tea of your choice.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
And it's the 25th.
That's the 25th.
So that's
Sunday
after Thanksgiving.
And
right.
then
the Thanksgiving that we are going to be so grateful for.
Yeah, I'm very grateful. And then the Wednesday night before our show that we're all doing.
So that's the 28th.
the 28th, I organized a book launch party for an anthology I'm in called It's Animal But Merciful, and that's going to be at Manitoba's.
Nice.
Yeah, and I never organized one of those events at Manitoba's.
Good
that's
for you.
Like 7 to 9.
Well, your events are always full. They're really, you do a great job. I mean, I went to the one at the Yippie Cafe.
Oh, you came to my book launch for Ruby, yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, you put together good events.
Yeah.
People love you, PuMA Pearl.
Oh,
they do, though. It's true. It's really true. What were you going to say?
Well, I'll say we on Thursday night, if you want, we could do some trippy music behind your meeting.
Absolutely.
So we'd be happy to do that.
Sure.
You know, make it a real beatnik experience.
That would be so awesome, and people like snap their fingers and stuff.
Yeah,
we can definitely. We have to be.
A love connection. I love love connections on rew-who. It's always one of my favorite things.
Giant flying turtles go beatnik.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, really
we
cool.
can definitely do that.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So, PuMA, your website is pumapearl.com or
I
Facebook?
I have some blog spot that I never keep up with.
So it's Facebook.
Facebook is the best way to find me, or PuMA Pearl, and
it's
PeRL at gmail.com to get on my mailing list.
Nice.
If you're not on Facebook, because a lot of people have the nerve and the independence of soul and mind not to be on Facebook.
I know.
And I applaud them.
I do too.
Although I'm totally addicted to it.
I can be, but they had me blocked for a little while, so I kind of now, I don't know, they said it was a security.
So many times.
Yeah, but I was like majorly blocked.
Oh, I got thrown off there.
Yeah, because they think we're radical or something. We have too much fast food.
Mine was more photos that had tits in them. I used to do that stuff that they like, when I used to do those performance pieces and stuff.
Right. And I just have outspoken people.
Come on, that's not that outside.
It's so ridiculous. I know.
It's just the human body.
I know.
Yeah, they don't like the human body.
This is America, remember?
I know, free speech, yeah, right.
So, PuMA, you got a skeleton for some fast food? Or
you know what I was I was sitting there because so many of my skeletons are out, so I had to do something that I never thought of.
Nice.
And then I heard Galen say that he didn't really have one, so I figured I'd give him 2. And on 2 occasions, not once, but on 2 occasions in 2 different cities, I've been arrested twice in the same day.
Holy shit! What was it for?
It was like a really long time ago.
Wow.
Well, one is politically correct, and one is being a dolphin. So there's like 2 different, and being like a really stupid joke. Like I shot drugs for I only did it for 20 years, so I don't know. I don't learn that fast, and I was like a really stupid addict.
Yeah.
So I go and I cop in this place on 2nd Street. And the cops come in and they say, yeah, it's abandoned buildings. You're all in here taking the lead, right? And they drag us to the 9th precinct and they check us for warrants and they said, okay, get out. Like they had better things to do. But they had the best dope in the neighborhood, so I went right back there. Oh. And then the same cops came in and they looked at me and they said, you're really stupid, you know? And they said, oh, get the fuck out of here.
And they arrested you again.
No, they actually didn't bother. They actually wanted to throwing me out of the car. They said, you're just too stupid to deal with, you know?
Wow.
They will get you again, you know?
Wow.
That's
speaking of that, though, God bless America and God bless Bon Jovi. I mean, you've heard about his little daughter, right? She OD'd on heroin.
Oh, no.
I didn't know that.
In college, Hamilton College.
She died?
No, she didn't die. But this happened a couple days ago. And then I heard, and I wish you all well, but they found heroin and weed in her room, her and another person, and it was a mess. Anyhow, the next day, yesterday, I hear all charges have been dropped. They arrested her as well at the scene of the crime because they found illegal substances. But then they said that they found out that if medical assistance is called in, they can drop charges. So did you get that, all drug addicts? Now you know. If the police are there, dial 911.
Just pretend.
I mean, come on.
You have a hell of an emergency room bill.
Exactly.
You might get off.
Oh, gosh.
Just stay the fuck away from heroin.
It kind of makes Bon Jovi more normal now, you know. I mean, I always loved how he was singing sad songs with a big smile on his face, you know. Well, I hate myself that he doesn't sing that. I love that. But we are all living on a prayer, and that is all because of Bon Jovi. And I love the guy, but I just feel he's like anyone else right now. He's having a real,
And it sucks to have a kid who's addicted because
I'm
only pro heroin.
Well, we don't know if
you
he's
can recover from it.
Well, we don't know. Maybe it was. We don't know any of. I don't.
It sucks to have a kid who ODs on heroin.
Yeah.
But I've since become an overdose prevention specialist, which is a very short training, like in a couple of hours, and you can reverse overdoses, and hundreds and hundreds of overdoses.
Well, how did you get off of it?
Oh, I stopped using.
How did you do that?
I stopped using.
She
decided. Willpower?
No, I have absolutely no willpower. I had enough bad things happen to me.
There you go. She finally learned the lesson.
Yeah, and I went to meetings at that time. And it's been a long time. It's been 25 years. Yeah.
I mean, we all have. All right. So, what kind of fast food do you want? We got to move on. We have a lot of guests.
All right. I like pizza.
Go for it! Yay! She got a pizza. Yes. Right. Pizza for PuMA PeRL. PPP. There you go. And poetry. You were a P girl.
PuMA poetry.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Okay.
We'll be back. We got a lot going on.